Namaste. Namaste. Namastizzle. Peace and blessings and greetings. What's up? Shalom. Hopefully, you know the drill. I hope y'all are having a great day today. Um, it's been a great day for me, but this is the part of retrograde that I hate. The shadow phase is the worst part of it. It really, truly is the worst part of the retrograde. You know what I mean? It affects electronics. And this morning I couldn't get the printer to work, and, and then one of my computers wasn't working. Like I said, I have a lot of electronics. I have printers, I have tablets, I have my phone, laptops, three of them. You know what I mean? And my wife got two more. So there's a lot of electronics. So that's what affects me. It used to affect me physically. It used to get me I get aggravated really, really easily at nothing at all. You know what I mean? But the retrograde now, it just affects my electronics because I do things to combat it. Remember, there are ways that you can combat the uh, the effects of the retrograde. One is mantras, but that takes like 10,000, I think. You know what I mean? Plus, you got to have that book that I showed y'all that has over 400 mantras in it. You know what I mean? So, again, hopefully, I said all that to say, I hope y'all having a great day today. um, wow. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Here in Texas, it is like 77 degrees. The sun is out. They're not spraying the fucking skies. You know what I mean? So everything's great here. Magic LaCroix at your service. What is going on? Something's always going on, right? So I'm sure y'all heard about Diddy by now. Y'all had to know that his time was coming. Y'all had to know that. You know what I mean? Um, his sons get arrested on the exact same day that the Bad Boys trailer comes out. Bad Boys, get it? On the same, at this point, you cannot be serious if you think that's a coincidence. Bad Boys, get it? Take that, take that, take that. Bad Boys, come on. Really? Then I saw a picture of him being arrested. If you've never seen what a clone looks like, and you can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want, but if you've never seen what a clone looks like, that picture that's circulating around the internet, that ain't him, in my opinion. Anyway. Who's here? Anyone here? Oh, don't forget, hit that like button, smash it, kick it, do whatever. Make sure you like it. The share, subscribe to help me out. Um, it's crazy. This world's a crazy place, they say. Do whatever. Make sure. I go through every day laughing. What's up? Peace and blessings, Legacy Sigma. Is there a part 2 video to when you got started? Interesting question. Oh, I believe so. Yeah. Greetings, the Motown Witch. Namaste. Always good to see you. I'm usually not affected, but my computer has been wonky as hell for the past 2 days. Right. That's what I hate. I hate it. That's the part I hate. Peace and blessings, Brother Konami. Peace and blessings, Sister Moonfeather. When I got started, when I get started, 1997. All right. So I did a video when I was first starting. Now you can tell my growth. If you look at my earlier videos until now, you can see the growth. I was nervous as hell that first time I did a video, and I knew I was streaming. Um, my hair was really, really short. By the way, this is all my hair. I keep getting asked, is this like extensions? This Korean woman asked me, was these, this is my hair. You know what I mean? The last time I went to my loctician, I said I wanted to last. You know what I mean? I wanted so he put it in two strand twists. That's not what I really meant. What I really wanted, I had been considering making them thicker. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, it's all my hair. It grows from my scalp. It is my hair. You know what I mean? If that's a thing that men are getting extensions, then yeah, that's if that's a thing, man, that should tells you how far we come. There's already a thing with them doing their beards, faking the beards now. Like, it ain't that serious to me. You know what I mean? It is not that serious. But to answer your question, Legacy Sigma, I believe the very first video I did was on herbs. Okay, I wanted to bring in things slowly. Um, how I got started, part two is I think. Give me a second. Let me look. I am pretty sure I did a part two to how I got started, and I did an invocation. All of my videos should be here. The the only videos I have ever deleted were people really I ain't cool with no more. If we fell out, then I don't need you. Yes, there's two videos. Three. Uh there's how I got started, invocation, how I got started, Magic, the beginning and the close, I believe is uh I revisited, I think. You know what I mean? Um yeah, you can tell my growth and you can tell there's a fan. I guess I really didn't know any better because I wasn't watching myself. I was, but I wasn't. So there's I don't even think they sell them anymore. I'm not sure if they even make them anymore. But there was a what is called a computer fan that sits under the computer and it cools it off, keeps it from overheating, so you can hear it in the background. I did not know that until I looked at it recently. You see what I'm saying? Um, that's when I knew that I'm like, God damn, I had this, here I am.
Your astral body travels. The real vivid dreams, the colorful dreams, very detailed dreams are astral travels. That's what you're doing. So, the more rituals you do, the more you communicate with the ancestors slash the deities, the stronger your aura gets.
So, yeah, big difference in the looks. That's 8 years ago. I have a Jamaican or Haitian voodoo drums playing in the background, and I'm low. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't get comfortable till about a year afterwards. So yeah, to answer your question, that is there. Peace, brother Moore. Peace, Prox. London Bridge is falling down. How about that? You was watching my old. Oh, that's right. Legacy Sigma, you from Philly, right? I said that the other day, and my wife looked at me. I was like, oh, sometimes my Philly accent slips. But I've been here a long time. But sometimes some things that we only say in Philadelphia will come out my mouth, right? John is one of them. Okay. I was watching Creed recently. I said, oh, they made sure that they made her say, what was her name? Bianca, to say John in there. Put some cheese on that John or something like that, she said. But yeah, that's a Philly word. It's a person, place, a thing. It's a noun, you know. Yeah. Peace and blessings, elegant granny. Wow. Namaste. Good to see you always. Oh, you used to live there for about 4 years, not no more. Peace and chaos. Portia, how are you doing? Um, hey, I think I said it the other day. I still get homesick. You know, I do get homesick. I love growing up there. Uh, it's good culture there. You know what I mean? Good food. I would love to have a cheesesteak right about now, an authentic Philadelphia cheesesteak, or a pretzel, or a hoagie, something like that, something from Philly. But unfortunately, I am not going back to Philadelphia. You know, they got the adults there now more scared than ever of the children. You know what I mean? The children, we had this conversation. Y'all get it. No, we had this conversation. Peace. Prox, I think I spoke. Peace. Hey, Jamie Haynes. A great portion of your relatives are in West Philly. When I was growing up, Jamaicans ruled West Philly. They ran West Philly. They were the ones who ran West Philly. Like when I was growing up, South Philly was run by the Italians, basically the mafia. You know, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's like that now. And a lot of things have changed since I've been there. So Texas is my home now. You know what I mean? It is my home. I was watching something the other day that I did not know existed. So if you're interested, we don't watch the BET Awards anymore, or it really BET. So I saw it came up in a suggested video. DJ Cassidy was playing. I guess this started during the pandemic, when people was doing concerts out of their house. I still say that was a trial run, but anyway, and he had the actual artists, you know, singing along with their songs. Everybody sounded great, from Carl Thomas to Patti LaBelle to everybody. The only person I was actually embarrassed to see and to hear was Albie Shore, you know, studio singer, because he couldn't hit those notes for shit. He never could, though. People was all about his. That's when they say light skin was in. You know, if you were alive or if you were around during that time, light skin was supposedly in then. You know, the barge was out back then. Christopher Williams, you know what I mean? So, colorism, yes. Having so much trouble with my internet. Been here from the start, though. The world is off the hook for sure. Diana Nichols, welcome. Yeah, today is just really bad. I think when does the retrograde start? On the 1st? Whenever it starts, the shadow phase is the worst. It is really the worst. But I was looking at something that remember I said protect yourself at all times? You know, protect yourself at all times spiritually. Okay? If you can be strapped too. You know what I'm saying? But here's what I think. This may have been some Orishas or something he called. Here's some protection for your ass when it's like right there on the spot. You know what I mean? I have heard about this kind of protection. Bobby Hemmett has spoke about it. He said that the cops were looking for him and he was right there on his porch and they couldn't see him. Take a look at this video. It's about the same thing. Just about the same thing. Pay attention to this.
Hasta aquí, mire aquí, vea, mire, aquí todo el mundo estamos, ahí todo el mundo salió a correr, mire este man, vea. Mire este man, vea. Este man que... Este man aquí, vea, se quita la camisa, devuélvelo. Es más, ponerle cuidado,
Look at where he's going.
Mira, ve, se quita la camisa y tira
Pues se
bendición.
echa así, se echa la
Y se
bendición.
echa.
¿Pero por
Y
qué?
mira este man que llega
Ay,
aquí y no lo pilla, vea. Y no lo ve. No lo ve,
Ay,
mano,
mano,
no
ese
lo
man
ve.
ahí en la
Mano,
cara.
eso, no sé,
No
no
sé
sé,
algo
eso
muy
man,
raro. ¡Ay!
mira, ve, todo el mundo llegó, ve. Llegaron todos y nadie lo ve. ¿Está
Mano, ¿y
viendo?
eso qué, weón?
Mano, está muy raro, mano. Eso
Uy,
para
eso es
mí
algo
algo
fuera
tiene
de lo
que...
normal.
Claro, eso es inframundo, mano, algo. Ni esta pelada que va
Esa pelada
pasando lo ve. No sé por qué la cámara sí lo capta, mano. Mira, ve,
Mano,
mira, ve,
ay,
ve, de frente, ve. Ya,
Uy,
ahí
ese
llegaron
man,
esos manes de la...
ahí ese man está armado,
Sí, ese man lo porta. Ese man lo porta, pille, vea. Mandando a buscar a man
Mano,
por
y
todos
ese man
lados y ese
ahí,
man
ese man
allí.
lo ve.
Mano, es que eso está re raro. Mire, mire lo que va a hacer el de...
So I'm going to stop it because I don't know. Shit, they could be chanting something, but the man is right there. Look at that. They went even stepped over him to go look on the roof. They going to trying to kill him. This is the kind of protection you need right here. He was there the entire time. They got their guns drawn and everything. Look at that. He just waved his gun. Like, find this nigga. They are looking for him. He is right there on the ground. Look at that. Still looking for him. That is the kind of spiritual protection you need. Not saying that any of y'all into any wild shit where somebody wants to kill you in the first place, but ain't that something? They were right there. Wow. Ain't that shit crazy? Door pause? That shit was crazy to me. Flawless victory. Even the dog ain't peep him. Right. The dog didn't even see him. Whatever he did before he hid, he was calling on protection. It amazes me that it was captured. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's the kind of spirit. This is why I suggest getting up to a level where you can do what I call, I'm the only one I think have said it, spontaneous magic. Right? Magic you can do on the spot. You know what I mean? The book New Avatar Power claims to be that kind of powerful. I can't verify that. I can't deny it though either. You know, because you're calling on angels, and I don't think they're gonna respond that fast. I don't know though. You know, but this is what I'm talking about: building up your spiritual energy, your spiritual stamina to get to a point where you can do shit like that. You know what I mean? Not only that, when you read, when you research, and when you're just constantly building upon it, when you're constantly investing in yourself, investing in your knowledge, when you're constantly doing that, some things stick in the brain. You know what I mean? So you won't have to go searching for an answer. See what I'm saying? Makes sense? I was thinking it was Paulo, Portia. I was thinking that too. I was thinking it was Paulo. I can't either say nor deny. I don't know. Yeah, it looked like the person touched him too as he was climbing on the roof. It looked like he grazed them. That's the kind of fucking magic you want. I'm not sure if any of you knew this about the patty pies. Do any of y'all eat the patty pies?
Master P.
Any of y'all know about some people's, yeah, Master P was corny as a rapper. Absolutely. He made some bangers. He put out some people, you know, Juvenile, Mystical, Hot Boys. You see what I'm saying? Shit, even Snoop was on his label at one time. He's a very, very good businessman. You know what I mean? He's a very good businessman. I'm not sure how many of you eat patty pies, okay? But here's what he had to say about that. Take a listen.
Video, Master P asked everyone in the room, who do y'all think own Patty Pies? As in Patti LaBelle Pies. So they said the same thing I said, Patti LaBelle. Well, to all of our surprises, I was actually clutching my pearl. So you let me know how you took this news.
Who created Patty Pies? Why you buy Patti LaBelle pies?
Support my sister from my city. That's mine.
Okay, give him a round of applause. Now we gonna get deep. Who created Patty Pies?
That's a question I don't know the answer to.
See that?
She created it and someone else made it.
Okay, that's why education is so important. So think about this, right? And y'all could go on y'all phones and do y'all research and say, who created Patti LaBelle pies? Is you shocked? Are we about to...
Oh, with Walmart. I said great value.
Oh. What? Oh. Patti LaBelle owned 10% of that.
Wow.
What? So you buying it because it's Patti LaBelle name. So think about this. So that company made, in 8 years, it made $200 million. How much went to Patti LaBelle? 20 million. Where the other 180 million went? Like, we didn't even know that. Everything went viral because you heard the song and you went and brought the pie. But guess what? Where the pie really going to? See what I'm saying? We got to change that. We won't change now. That's why we out here fighting for this. This is why I'm out here trying to educate y'all, to let y'all know. We're not looking at the big picture. $20 million, which is a lot of money, right? But imagine if she got half of that, all the family she could help. We have to change our mindset. I seen y'all get mad. He was my home girl. But think about it, y'all. They don't teach us that. We don't know our work.
Did any of y'all know that? Peace and Harmony, Ronan. Did y'all know Patti LaBelle don't? I mean, of course she's rich, but what about the 180 million compared to 20 million? You know what I mean? There's not enough business-minded people in the melanated community. There's just not enough. We think we're programmed to find a job. We don't think to own our own businesses. You know what I mean? And plenty of us can. You know, during the 2020, there were a lot of small businesses that sprang up out of necessity. You know what I mean? Can you imagine if more of us, just say 75% of us, had a business mindset? You know what I mean? As rich as the Black community has made the Koreans off hair and nails and eyelashes, imagine if the sisters pooled their resources with each other to get some of that business. All right. They made the Koreans a $4 billion a year industry off fake hair, lashes, nails. See what I'm saying? Lashes, nails. You know what I mean? Walmart is bad enough, but Great Value is horrible. I totally agree with that. Totally agree. You didn't know until your husband showed you the video? Yeah, a lot of people don't know. They think Patti LaBelle is getting all that money. You know what I mean? Imagine if there were more people, YouTubers, who actually, instead of worrying about individual followers, imagine if occultists got together and made some kind of business out of it. We don't think that way, y'all. We just do not think that way. We thinking all want all the attention. You know what I mean? Sad. We've been programmed to think this way, to not be self-sufficient. I didn't come on here today to preach to y'all about self-sufficiency. I didn't. That's not my intention. I just thought that was really, really interesting. I always knew, you know what I mean? Because you know what? Everybody eats off the Black community because we allow them to do so. You know what I mean? Everybody. Brother Konami said something to me, I think yesterday, that I thought was very interesting and profound. He said, hip hop rules the world even in its ignorance. He is absolutely correct. As bad as it is, you'll hear it in most commercials. As bad and terrible as it all is right now, you will hear it selling everything. They use it in everything. You know what I mean? Again, I didn't come here today to talk to y'all. It's just programming. There's a lot of programming, and there's been a lot of programming that has gone on the past 5 years. That's been nothing but programming. See what I'm saying? Oops. Mystery Arcade. I really couldn't understand her though, because she has money. That's an extra 20 million for her. Who's going to turn that down? I thought getting occultists together to orchestrate a project for a magical school to teach magic. That would be nice. Now, me and Terrain and Warlock Asylum are doing that. We're still in the development stages of that. Imagine if more occultists actually did that. Most, like Teresa told y'all last week, most occultists are underground. Okay? Most. You know, and let's be honest. The average adult attention span is 8 seconds. Most people don't want to read. You know, I've had people take my classes and then quit. In the middle of it, they'll take a few classes, like say they take Magic 301. That's when I get into the heavy shit, like the Kabbalah and witchcraft, black magic, stuff like that. I've had people quit and not say a fucking word. Didn't say they was quitting or nothing. They just quit. You know what I mean? Most people find it fascinating, but they're not really interested in practicing. That's just me being honest. You know what I mean? Again, programming has gone on for decades. It's not going anywhere. And let's hear from the master teacher on this particular subject. As soon as I can pull them up. As soon as I can pull them up. Thought I had them up already. All right. There we go.
And what you're looking at sometimes when you watch these particular television programs. Now, what's also interesting is I was looking at some of the videos, you know, on the cable channels. We know cable channels they're going 3 times, 4 times, 3 times in a row or more than you have been just programmed if you don't realize what's going on. But there's a video with Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar did a video called Love is a Battlefield. Now, what was really interesting about this video, you have to be detailed, you have to have your research glasses on to even see this stuff, or you would just dismiss it. But she is doing a video, and at the end, she's dancing with a whole bunch of people behind her. Come to find out, when you look real close, those people are all men, basically about 2 or 3 of them, about men dressed up like women, transvestites. And the last part of the video, they break up and they're walking around. But the camera, if you look at the camera, even though there's a black homo in the background, the camera is basically centered on that person, making sure that you see this black homo who I guess they were trying to fool you and make it think it's a woman and got the woman looking fucked up. But it was actually a man. In this particular movie, video, Love is a Battlefield. And let's go right to it right now.
I can't show it. Y'all know I can't show it. I don't really like taking copyrighted material and putting it on here because, for one, they ding me all the time. But and once they ding me, I can't monetize the video. So when I saw that, I was like, that's the level you want to be at, where you can instantly know what you're looking at. If you look at this video, you will see, and this is why they got them kind of in the background, kind of dark. You will see what he's talking about. It's a man. It's not a woman. There's a couple of them. So they've been preparing y'all for this current society for a very long time. It's programming. Okay? One more time, for those in the back who did not hear me before. The media, TV, movies, music, that is their most powerful weapon. It is their most powerful weapon. Okay? That's beautiful. You have my support. Well, thank you. I would love to see that happen for my children. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that would be fire. Yes, yes. If y'all looked at the Gatewalkers dialogue, me, Terrain, the Dark, aka the Dark Lord, and Warlock Asylum, this is what we're talking about. We're giving some information on being a gatewalker, but we're also explaining what a gatewalker is and what we were in the process of doing. All three of us lead very, very busy lives. Okay? It's not an excuse. I'm just saying why it hasn't materialized yet, but we are working on it. It's behind the scenes, you know. But let's go back to the elder real quick.
You got to understand that. Now, another interesting video that I want to play for you, because there are different programs, and I want to show you some of these things that we talked about at the lecture. Here's a video called, what's the name of this video? Total Eclipse of the Heart. I can't remember who the artist was, female singer. But this particular video is dealing with a suicide program. All program sleepers, specific program sleepers, all of them have in their consciousness a suicide program. That's just in case they get to, for instance, they get activated and they do a certain thing, or activated by mistake. They have ways of sending them directly into their suicide program. You see, understand that. Matter of fact, if you watch Jerry Falwell, who is a preacher, a Christian preacher, who is very racist, who always talked about Will Chamberlain, even though, yeah, Will Chamberlain's a fucked up nigga, but black people like to fuck, sex, and all that. Yeah, we know about that. But here comes this white boy, always talking about Will Chamberlain. You know, but he's Ku Klux Klan leader, Jerry Falwell, Christian. Another Christian is speaks for the president all the time. I can't remember all the preachers and stuff, but Jerry Falwell, for one. Every time Jerry Falwell comes on TV and speaks on national TV, he triggers programmed serial killers. to go out and begin doing killing. And we talked about the purpose for this. Jerry Falwell, understand that. All of these particular sleepers have suicide programs in them if they need be. Understand that. That's why sometimes you'll see, oh, a guy went to the post office, shot like 10 people, and then killed himself. You see? Understand that. Not all the time do they use the program, but when it need be, they could have the person kill themselves. You see? It's very simple to do. We explained all that. But take a look at this video, Total Eclipse of the Heart, which is programming a suicide program within you. You see, when you watch this video, it is promoting or programming people with a suicide program. You got to understand that programming, when they show it to you over 3 times in a row, it sticks in the unconscious mind. But as they continue to show it to you, just like Christianity, every day, if you watch, if someone comes to you every day talking about turn to Jesus, turn to Jesus, turn to Jesus, and you don't have real knowledge within you, eventually you'll start to listen to them. Eventually. And eventually you will go to church. You see? That's how that works. It's called programming. Programming doesn't have to be bad. There's good programs too. Sometimes we need to reprogram ourselves after deprogramming. And we're going to get into deprogramming also. But check out this video, Total Eclipse of the Heart, dealing with the suicide program.
Oh, crap. So I was fascinated when I first saw this. And by the way, this is commercial programs of the Illuminati. This is the second DVD. All right. He shows a lot of footage. I remember I have explained this before. It's a 4 DVD set. He shows a lot. He gives out a lot of information. You know what I mean? But I was flabbergasted when I first saw, after watching Azazel and then watching the video. You know what I mean? What happened when they show you in comic books somebody's eyes whited out? That usually means death. You know what I mean? Or programmed sleeper. Somebody's programmed. You know what I mean? So the end of the video, even during the video, but the end of the video made so much more sense when I saw it. It's called Total Eclipse of the Heart. Her name is Bonnie Tyler. Okay. We were speaking about that protection that God had. Here's something that you can probably use. Depends. You know what I mean? It depends on what your belief system is. It depends on what kind of practices you're putting in place. Hey, Tosh. Peace, Tosh. That's straight up. Tex Mars has a book on that, and Jerry B. Jenkins. Oh my God, I almost missed it again. Happy to have you here, Tosh, always. You seen the first DVD? Okay. That's what's up. To protect the body from the dangers of all kinds of weapons, projectiles and guns, shafts, lancelets, swords, knives, rapiers, daggers, and hellebards. Jesus, the true God and man, protect me in your name from all sorts of arms and weapons, be they of iron, steel, lead, or be they nails, knives, or wood. Whatever was made and grew since the birth of Christ is now forged or may yet be forged at any future time of whatever material. Jesus Christ, the true God and man, protect me from murder and from cannonballs, from bullets and swords, from thunder and lightning, fire and water, chains and prison, from poison and sorcery, from mad dogs and from shedding of blood and from sudden death. Save me, Lord God. Jesus, the true God and man, protect me from all sorts of arms and weapons and all those who desire to overpower me, because that all their might and strength to be lost and be vain. Hold and aim your armament and sword or lance it toward the cross of Christ and his 5 sacred wounds and all my troubles, and at all times. I command all shot and fire. Ugh. So anyway, that is sort of a spell here, but it uses the name of Jesus and God, right? So when I say it depends on your belief system, it is exactly that. If you're using Wicca, you can use the names of the goddess. If you're using the voodoo, you can use one of the orishas. See what I'm saying? Who's the protector? Who would you go to war with? That would be Ogun. You know what I'm saying? And Papa Legba sits at the crossroads. You see what I'm saying? There's a method to this madness. Just because it says Jesus and God doesn't mean you can't substitute power names, is what I call them. Power names. And make that spell work for you. Okay? I'm still tripping off the video I showed y'all earlier about that guy protecting him. Though I don't know exactly what he was doing, but it looks like he was praying quickly. He had to get out of it. It looked like at least 10 niggas was after him with guns. So he had to do something. That's why I say the more you study, the more shit sticks. Okay? The more shit sticks and the more you can do it on the spot. That has always been my aim personally. I always wanted to know how to do stuff on the spot. Every time I see these mass shootings, I think it was programmed. Absolutely. Absolutely. I need to catch the rest, though. Brother Moore, did you buy the DVD from his site? I will definitely be using it. I've changed names plenty of times. There you go. That's the mindset of an occultist. There is nothing. It states this in a particular grimoire. There is nothing that is off limits to a magician. Nothing that is off limits. You know what I mean? You have to get there, though. You have to get there. You have to climb your way to there. See what I'm saying? I'm thinking that guy who protected himself has been doing it for a while. He got into some fuck shit and had to get out quickly. He had to think, he literally had to think on his feet to save his own life. You know what I mean? That looked like that might have been Haiti or Jamaica or somewhere. It was in the island somewhere, I think. You know what I mean? Rio, you know. All right. So, don't forget, look up those 2 videos. Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler, as well as, what was the first one I showed? Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield. Don't forget to find those 2 and look at them. Study them. Look at her dancers in the background. Carefully look at them. You know what I'm saying? There's many more examples, but I'm going to leave it there. Yes, it was really powerful. That's for sure. I mean, he had to think on, that's still amazing. I still look at that for inspiration, kind of. Because he took off his shirt and he did something. So he's probably initiated in Palo. Thank you, Spirit, because rejection means protection, because I naturally hate that song. You hate which song? Total Eclipse of the Heart? You write Magic on the spot. What do? You live by the on the spot works. Absolutely. Programming is what we're talking about today. Programming, and more programming. I am the only one who has said this. I'm not saying that to be bragging. I just think I'm the only one I've heard say this, that the current trend of wearing fake hair, nails, and lashes is a program. I think that's a program. You know what I mean? There are programs all around you, all around. This is why I wear certain medallions. Everything I wear is consecrated. You know, I have a purple plate, and they still sell those purple plates on Amazon. Okay, they still sell those. But let's hear from Azazel one more time, or at least one more time.
Called slam dancing, dealing with the punk rockers and all like that. Now, what's interesting about that, that ballooned into something modern day today, which is called moshing, mosh madness. And this is just, they go to the club and they play like wild punk rock music, and they hit each other, beat on each other, cut each other, do everything they can to harm one another. Now, this took place, there was a club out on Long Island, I talked about this, where this was going on, and someone set the fucking place on fire. Set the place on fucking fire. All dealing with Illuminati, New World Order programming, bringing about more control. Bringing about more control, you see. Moshing is what it's called. These people are programmed sleepers, and they're programmed to do this particular moshing shit. Why the fuck else would you do it? Check out this footage.
Can't show. Gotta stop it there. Gotta stop it there. I can't let it play, y'all. I just can't do it. You know. I like to let it play afterwards to see, because he usually has something eloquent to say afterwards. You see what I'm saying? If you've never been witness to that, that is some wild shit. It's called slam dancing. That was I think early 90s is when that was going on. They tear each other the fuck up, dancing, so-called, and they just, it's wild. You know what I mean? Like he said, why the fuck else would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Why else? I haven't heard that song in years. Yeah, I like Pat Benatar. I grew up on her music, you know? And it didn't change my opinion of her music once I saw the video, when I actually studied the video. Just look at the people behind her dancing. And they're in dim light. I see why they were in dim light, you know? When he got up and came back, it probably was on and popping. Yeah. The announcers in that video are straight up Dominican because of their accents. Voodoo is hard out there, and they right next door to Haiti. Yeah. You don't like Total Eclipse of the Heart? What? I love that song. You gotta understand something. I was a child. I was literally a child when that song was out. And they played it on the radio programming. They played it on the radio all the time. You know, that was just look at the video though, in conjunction to what I have said, what you've seen Azazel say. Okay, just look at it for that reason, study purposes. Just tell yourself that.
What's interesting is that I was up late at night watching television, and I caught this particular commercial, really interesting commercial. I used to see it all the time, especially on cable. And now it's right on national TV, on cable TV, showing it all the time. But it's very interesting because some of the things that they promote on television are dealing with various types of programs, because they understand through their surveys and cameras within the TV that certain people view television at certain times. And certain programs are only for certain people. For instance, if I'm a person that watches TV in the morning all the time, then I go and watch it late at night, I might trigger a program that I receive from daytime television and go out and kill people or do whatever the fuck. That means I got triggered early based on watching something late at night. Or they could do this. They could they know that you're a television watcher, They monitor all TVs. And they know when you watch TV, and they'll implant programs within you over a period of time. Then, when they're ready to use you, they'll put a subliminal message within your morning television that will tell you to stay up late and watch something late at night. And the thing you watch late at night will trigger a program implanted in you during the day. You see? That's how it works. And so what happens is they'll use you for this particular whatever. And it could be general programming, meaning that you'll see a slew of different things that are similar in the paper go down in one spurt, like for a 2-week period, you'll see SUVs turn over all of a sudden. Everybody's SUVs turn over. Or you'll see 5 or 6 people over a 4-week period getting bit by a pit bull. You see? That's programming. Those are the people that receive those programming, and they were triggered, and they do them different time periods around the same area of time, you see. Just to let you understand the programming. You see. They have a program called porcelain Barbie doll programming.
Listen.
You see. Remember, anytime you watch Pinocchio or Little Dolls, go get the movie Wishmaster or something like that, where they have these dolls, or Trilogy of Terror with Karen Black. You got to understand, you are the doll. In programming and mind control, that's what they're imprinting in your consciousness, that you are the doll. You see? In the one with Karen Black, it was an African doll who loses his chain and goes off with a knife trying to kill her, you see? And then enters inside her in the end. Understand that. You, when they show these things, you are the doll. Anytime you see people with lots of makeup on their face, straight hair, trying to look white, that is called porcelain doll programming. Porcelain doll with the nails, you know, long, lots. You always see these women with, even black women, with lots of makeup caked up on their face. That falls under the Barbie doll program called porcelain doll programming. Porcelain doll programming. That's why your children receive white dolls when they're kids. And just recently we begin to wake up to getting black dolls and what, but doesn't really fucking matter. You got Pamela Anderson. Now, you got to understand something. Porcelain doll programs are sex slaves. That's what they're used for. Women under porcelain doll programming are used as sex slaves. Pamela Anderson is one. You got to understand. Linda Lovelace, who committed suicide because, you got to understand, all program sleepers have suicide programs. Jane Mansfield, decapitated, crashed her car, just like Linda Lovelace. Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie. Barbara Eden, who was a sex slave, who I believe her son committed suicide. She was a programmer of her son also. Porcelain doll programming. Whitney Houston. Britney Spears. As a matter of fact, go see all the movies that she played in with Austin Powers. Austin Powers is dealing with straight up mind control, but you have to be able to recognize it. Britney Spears, you gotta understand that.
So the master teacher has spoken. Peace and blessings, Machete. I love saying that. At some point, we're gonna have people are going to have these uncomfortable conversations with other people about all the programming. You know what I mean? Barbie doll programming, porcelain doll programming. All that shit is real. And he spoke about this, if I date it correctly, it's around 2000, 24 years ago. He spoke about this. Every female artist you see, every single one of them, half naked. Beyonce has made, Beyonce has made an entire career out of shaking her ass and being half naked. And now Erykah Badu showing her ass. Everybody's half naked, showing their ass, selling sex. What else could it be? And then everybody's walking around. I'm saying the most gorgeous women wear makeup for no fucking reason, just to be having it on. Don't even need it. Y'all know it's true, you know. Peace, Katrina. Mad late? Yes, you are. You are always late. That's cool though. That's cool. It's funny you mentioned the trans dance in the video because I told Konami about the song from the Pointer Sisters called "He's So Shy." It was very pedophilic, and he said it makes sense because they trans. Absolutely. How many times a lot of us are telling y'all that everybody's inverted? Mostly everybody's inverted. Find out what it means, because I'm not going to be as obvious when I say it here. This is a public platform that they own. You know what I'm saying? So remember when I'm always saying that people are not who they say they are or who they appear to be. There's ways that you can spot them. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay? But I'm not talking about that anymore. I don't want to go into that here. There are other teachers who do that. You know, join Konami's school. I don't know. I can't stress that enough. He has a great school. It's free. It's on Telegram, and he got a lot of good information on it. Thanks for pointing that out, Sister Moonfeather. Beyonce especially. Exactly. When I seen Bodyguard with Whitney Houston as a kid, I knew something was off. Programming. And she been on 4 horses. Yeah, I heard about that. Lately, she's been on a white horse or something like that. Something. I'm like, how? Oh my God. They are being so obvious with shit now. They ain't hiding nothing. It's the masses who refuse to see it. You know what I'm saying? These are their idols. These are the idols that they worship. They don't want to see them in that light. They're all part of the program. All of them. Shania Twain's music video, man, I feel like a woman should be dissected as well. Okay. Let me check that out, Tosh. I will check that out. I will check that out. Yeah, the Pointer Sisters, absolutely. 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 The Pointer Sisters. Absolutely. He got a Patreon too. Yes, Konami has a Patreon too as well. We're all in the same circles. You see me at their lives. They come to mine. You know, Sister Moonfeather has a show on Wednesday. Fridays, Sister Moonfeather, Brother Ronan, Brother Konami has a show on Friday nights. And then on Saturday, you have Bush Whisperer has a roundtable. Okay. Get this information if you can. You know, there are other people who are doing it. All right. Ani Osaru breaks down some stuff. He decodes stuff too. You know what I'm saying? There's other people doing all this stuff, y'all. I just speak on it briefly because I want my focus to be magic. Y'all learning magic. That's my focus. Okay? Looks like my time is up, y'all. This has been a great live. At least I think it has. The more blatant they make it, the more people refuse to see. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Ani did the 4 horsemen breakdown. I thought so. I thought he saw that saying he put up an advertisement for that. Deifying celebrities. What's up, Mystic TV? So much info, man. I swear I feel like I'll be behind. But You might be behind. However, it's better late than never. It's better late than never at all. You know what I mean? This is why I put the commercial programs of the Illuminati on my Patreon. You know, I think it's one that it should be seen by everybody. He goes so deep into the stuff. Another commercial y'all want to look at, I thought he just had it, but I looked on YouTube and found it. I'm like, this commercial's still here. You know, the Village People. It's called The Milkshake. It's a children's commercial. Check out that particular commercial called The Milkshake. I feel you more, just one day at a time to learn that's right. That's exactly right. One day at a time. You don't have to learn it all at once. However, I say be a sponge. Learn all that you can. Constantly learn something. You know what I'm saying? Learn something new every day. You know what I mean? Yes, I am currently looking for a new system, but I don't think I am done working with Ishtar, but I feel the itch. Love. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Peace, Sister Righteous. So I gotta get ready to get out of here. Y'all know me. 1 hour mark, my mouth start getting dry. So I hope y'all got something out of this live today. Think about all the programming and protect yourself at all times, at all costs. It would behoove you to invest in your own mental training. Okay? I am the one and only. Trust me, I looked. There's no other Magick LaQuire. I looked. I'm the one and only, the hilarious and mystical, the magical, the informative, sorceress, and the diabolical Magick LaQuire. I will see y'all next time. Thank y'all so much for joining me. As always, have a great weekend. Namaste.